Hi guys, Whiteside here with the World of Tanks gameplay video. In this video I'm using the Panzer III, which is a tier 4 German medium tank, which is a very fast medium tank, and it also has a very powerful 75mm howitzer. I'm on the map Sand River, which is obviously a desert map, and I actually really like the desert maps in this game because they're normally pretty open, but they still have cover because you can hide behind dunes and hills. So they're open, but they have cover at the same time, so it's good. And normally there's not too much camping on them, which is the problem on all of, like, the big city maps in this game. So I'm a big fan of the desert maps. I'm also a big fan of this tank. It's very fast, like I said, very powerful gun on it. Also fairly decent armor for its tier, not the best, but it holds up in most battles, and like I said, its gun is just ridiculously powerful. It shreds anything that's smaller than it, and it can even do damage to tanks several tiers higher than it. So historically, this tank was meant to be the Germans' main battle tank, and it actually fulfilled that role in the early parts of the war. Like in Poland and France, this tank was more than a match for any of the other French, Polish, British tanks it went up against, and actually was used in the desert in Rommel's army up through 1942. But its problem came when the Germans invaded the Soviet Union, and it just was not a match for the T-34 and KV tanks, which totally destroyed it. Its armor was insufficient, and its gun, although powerful, just couldn't penetrate their thick armor on the KV or the sloped armor on the T-34, so it was phased out in favor of the Panzer IV, which was originally meant to be more of a light scouting tank. But this guy in the game is more of the light scouting tank, and its gun is very powerful. And it can take out most of the lower level tanks. Actually, this tank was used all the way until 1944 when they finally stopped production on it, but most of the later models were meant more as scouting tanks than as frontline battle tanks. That's what I was reading on Wikipedia. But yeah, in game this is one of the fastest tanks. I think it's the second or third fastest tank in game, and it's by far the fastest medium tank. So it's ideal for sort of aggressive scouting slash just killing the enemy tank destroyers and self-propelled guns, and that's what I'd recommend doing with this tank. I mean, it's perfect as in an anti-tank role, or I like being a little more aggressive with it and taking out the enemies, circling around the enemy and taking out their self-propelled guns and anti-tank guns. And right here, I was trying to kill this T-28 that was just sitting here. As you can see, I'm doing like 50% damage when I'm hitting it, so this thing is more than a match for anything its level and below. So I killed that thing in 2 shots, which is, for kill a tank your own tier in 2 shots, you have a powerful gun on your tank. And right here I was just using this dune for cover so that none of these little tank destroyers could take me out. This T-28 right next to me was getting shredded by a couple tanks, so I wasn't going to be too aggressive. And this little Panzer, I think that's a Panzer II, I don't know what it was doing in this lobby, but I think I killed it. Did I kill it? I don't know. But like I said, this thing's gun is best used very close in because it has a arcing trajectory, so at long distances you're probably going to miss your shot because you have to judge the fall of the shot, which is sometimes kind of hard to do. So it's best to go in really close and just shred from the sides of the rear with its HE rounds. Always use HE rounds on this gun. And right here, I don't know what happened. This was a really weak little Panzerjäger 1, and I should have been able to kill it in one hit, but I think my round just bounced off it. And this guy almost died right here. I was really fortunate, actually. This guy, just his rounds kept bouncing off me. So that normally doesn't happen because the Panzer III doesn't have sloped armor, but I guess I just got lucky. And here I was actually taking some longer range shots. You normally don't want to do this, like I said, just because it's not that accurate, and it has the sloping round, but I got a couple of guys here, and I almost died. I think I literally had like 5 health left, so I wasn't going to take any chances, so I just snuck back behind this hill until my teammates took out the rest of their guys. Like I said, this guy's good, but he doesn't have too much health. And right there, I don't know what happened. I thought I got that kill, but I guess my round hit him after he died. So my advice with this tank is rush with caution, because you're a very powerful gun, lots of speed, decent armor, but your biggest problem is you don't have that much health, and you're not that maneuverable. You're good in like long straight rushes, but you can't exactly circle around that easily. You have a bad turning radius in this tank. So rush with caution, and you'll do well with this tank. Like in this match, I think I got 4 kills, just trying to see. And I've gotten 5, even 6 kills in this tank before, so you can do well with this tank if you're A, cautious, and B, know how to use it. So, I mean, don't rush head on, try and get behind the enemy, and then you'll do just massive damage to them. So I think this round is coming to a close here. We can win by capturing their base. Actually, there were a fair number of them still alive, it looks like, but I don't know what they were doing. So, yeah, we won right here. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and as always, if you liked it, give it a like. If you really liked it, favorite it. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. I'll put a link somewhere on the page. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video, guys. And if you haven't checked out World of Tanks yet, it's completely free, so go check it out.